Hello guys, I welcome you to my YouTube channel. In this video, we'll be looking at maps and scales, which is exam question paper. Obviously, it's the past question paper. So we are having this shout out to all of you. Thank you very much for your comments. Thank you very much for being honest with me. And I'll make sure that everything that you have recommended, I'll make sure that I follow them. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I've read everything that you have written there, and most of you I tried by all means to answer you. Excuse me. This is question 4. It says that a town in a free state, annexure A, is a road map showing part of the streets in Welcome. The town is known for having many traffic circles. Okay, if you look at this map, we are having the keys here that says that this symbol represents the rail, then R represent the provincial roads, and then the circles here represent the circles with name. Checking the number of circles that we have in this town, we are having 20 circles. If you can check, we're having 20 circles here with their names written. Then another important information is the general direction that we are given here to say that our north is pointing upward. Obviously, we know that if it's north is up, we're gonna have south this direction, and then we are going to have east this direction, and we are also going to have west this direction. You must not forget that. It's very much important to have that information. Another important information written here is that the speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour. That's what is given. So obviously, for us to answer this question, we are going to use this road map. So let's look at the first question, which is 4.1.1. It says that write down the general direction of the conquer circle from the shell circle. So what you need to do, you must go and locate these two circles that I'm talking about. And then the conquer circle is number 15. Which number 15? This is number 15. And then the other one is the shell. Shell is number 3. Number 3 is this one. So you must not forget. They are saying that from shell, it means that we are looking for this direction from shell. We go to shell. You have your imaginary compass direction at shell. You do this. So after doing that, we can see that at shell, north is this side, south, east, and west. And if you look at this conquer circle, you'll see that it's at your southwest. The answer for that question is southwest. Then 4.1.2. We're moving to 4.1.2. It says that the railway line passes through Miller Road, Itelo, Ararat, and Kopi Alien Street. So it says that explain how it is shown on the map that the road is actually situated above the railway. Okay, so what we need to do, we go back to the map and locate the railway and these roads that we're talking about. Then if you check here, every time where the railway and the road intersect, we only see, or only the road is visible, then obviously we can see that every time where these two intersect, the railway is not visible, only the road is visible. So it means that the railway is underneath this one, because it is only seen where there is no intersection between the two. Where this intersection, we only see the road, which is above the railway. So when you answer this question, you just have to write that, or to say that the part of the railway lines are not seen from the above. Simple as that. A part, can just say part of railway lines are not seen from above. So if we can check, wherever we have a intersection between the railway and the road, the railway part are not seen from the above. So now we can conclude to say that it is underneath the road. And then we move to 4.1.3. 4.1.3 says that name the traffic circle that connects 5 roads. So just have to go and check here on the map again. A circle that connects 5 roads. If you look at circle number 1, it connects 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 roads. This one 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You just check on these ones until you get the one that connects 5 roads. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We keep on looking until we get one. Let's look at number 11. It connects 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you look at circle number 11, it's the one that connects 5 roads. So obviously, when you answer this, you are going to say circle 11, which is Toyota, if you want to write it in that way. Even if you can write circle 11, you are going to get full marks for that. Then let's move to 4.1.4. 4.1.4, it says that describe the road that will be taken by a car entering a town on state way from industrial area if it will be heading to the point in dark brick marked S, passing by the city council building on the left. Okay, so obviously in this one is very simple. Just have to write the direction. You look for the state way. If you look at the state way, is this. The state way is this one. This is the state way. But they say we should look, it will be entering this town using industrial area. Obviously, we're going to talk about this part. It's entering through this one. And if we check, it will move straight. Don't forget, we're going to the X here. It will move straight. It will pass 13. Circle 13, they're saying what? Let me see. Describe the road that will be taken by the car entering the town on the streetway, industrial area, heading to the point in Triquid. Okay? It will pass here. It will proceed straight at 14. Then it will turn right. It will turn right here and proceed straight also. Then at circle 4, at the left hand side, that's where the X is, or the dark brick is. So that's what you should have written. So let's write it down to make things easier. Proceed straight. You can just say proceed straight. proceed straight on state way until turn right. Proceed straight on straight way until turn right. Where do we turn right? I explained that we're turning right at the Council City, or at 14, at Circle 14. At Circle 14, then from Circle 14, then, let me just bring this here. At Circle 14 here, after turning right, we can see then you also have to proceed straight also, and then proceed straight until you proceed straight until the Alma. You see where's the Alma here? At 4. Until the Alma. And then the destination is on the left. Then the destination is on the left. We're just moving from here. We proceed straight until Circle 14, or you can say until City Council. Then you turn right. After turning right, you proceed straight. And immediately after passing Circle 4, you will see the Alma here. When you are at Alma, at your left hand side is the destination that we've been looking for, or you were asked to locate using that route. So this is the answer for this question. Let's move to the next question, which is question number 4.1.5. If you look at question 4.1.5, it says that the actual distance from exiting the alpha circle to entering the engine circle is 500 meters. The actual distance from exiting circle 13 to entering circle 14 in state way is 1,4 kilometers. Determined by measurement whether the map is drawn to a scale. So this one, obviously, we are going to use a map with a ruler. It's very simple. They have given us the two actual distances. Is to say that if you convert those distances to a ratio scale and you find that the ratio scale is the same, we are going to conclude to say that the scale or the map is drawn to a scale. But after calculations, if we find that the ratios are not the same, or the ratio scale is not the same from these two destinations, we're going to say that the map is not drawn to a scale. So let's begin with the first one. They said from engine, alpha and engine. Let's look at alpha and engine. Alpha is number 8. Number 8 is this one. Engine is number 4. These two, they've given us the distance between the two. You just take your ruler here and measure. So if you check using the centimeters, you can find that the distance from alpha and engine, I found that is 1 centimeter. It's 1 centimeter. We just have to write that 1 centimeters. Don't forget, this one is between what? Alpha it's between alpha and engine. Between alpha and engine, I find that using a ruler, I'm having 1 centimeters. Then the actual distance given, they are saying that is 500 meters. That's what we have. Then from there we know that we cannot deal with different units. We must always convert this to the same units. That's the first step that we need to do. We must convert this to the same units. So let's convert this to the same units. So we multiply by 100, we're gonna multiply 500 meters by 100. So this is the same as 100 multiplied by 500. The answer is 50,000 centimeters. 500 meters is the same as 50,000 centimeters. We are now going to say 1 centimeters is to 50,000 centimeters. So now we just have to write this in a ratio scale. We know that ratio scale or number scale is always in 1:something. Let's avoid the units. So we can divide everything by that unit. We remain with 1:50. 1:50,000. That is our ratio scale using using the actual distance between alpha and engine and the measured distance between alpha and engine. Not to forget, here we said is the map. We have measured this on the map. This one is the actual distance given to us. So let's move to the other one. If you look at the other one, they said we should compare this with what? With the actual distance from 13, circle 13 and circle 14. So let's go and locate circle 13 and circle 14 and we measure the excuse me. We measure the distance 13 and 14. This is our 13 and 14 here. This one, this is 14, this is 13. Let's measure this distance. Measuring this, I'm finding 3 centimeters or 30 millimeters. So I'm going to use centimeters, which is 3 centimeters when I measure this distance. So the map distance, map is to the actual distance. The map distance, I found this is 3 centimeters, is to the actual distance, they say is 1,4 kilometers. 1,4 kilometers. So now we are going to convert to the same units also. Let's convert the kilometers to centimeters. We're going to have 3 centimeters is to, how do we convert kilometers to centimeters? We multiply by 100,000. So we are now going to have 1,4 multiplied by 100,000. The answer is 1, 2, 3, 4. 140,000. The answer is 140,000 centimeters. Then obviously for us to write the scales, we have to have 1:something. We are going to divide everything by what? By 3 centimeters. When you divide 3 by 3, just take your calculator, say 3, divide by 3. The answer is 1. We're going to have 1:something. The other side, we say 140,000. We also divide the other side by 3. We find that our answer here is 466,66,67. So this is our ratio scales. The ratio scale from alpha to engine is 1:50,000. Then the ratio scale from 13 to 14 is 1:46,666 0.67. And then by this we can conclude to say that these ratios are not equal, are not the same. So therefore, map is not drawn to a scale. Because our ratios are not the same, we conclude to say that this map is not drawn to a scale. So this is our answer for 4.1.5. Let's move to the next question. The next question is 4.1.6. It says that Samuel stated that it took him 5 minutes to cover a distance of 4 kilometers in Welcome. Verify with calculation whether the car was traveling within the speed limit. You may use, they say we may use distance is equals to speed multiplied by time. So if you check here, he took 5 minutes to cover the distance of 5 minutes. So let's write the given information down. Time is 5 minutes. Distance that he covered is equals to 4 kilometers. The speed is what we are looking for. We are looking for the speed so that we can compare with that speed. The speed limit on the town. If you still remember, this speed limit, 60 kilometers per hour. So it says that, it means that if we calculate, we find that he was traveling more than 60, we're gonna say that he was not adhering to the speed limit. But if we find that our answer is less than 60 kilometers per hour, we'll say that yes, he was adhering to the speed limit on that national road or on that town, I mean. So the first thing that you need to understand is that the distance here on the equation is always in kilometers. So our distance is in kilometers. We are fine with this. We don't have to convert it. Time must be always in hours. But if we check, our time here is 5 minutes. So we cannot use the 5 minutes here. We have to convert the 5 minutes into hours. So let's convert 5 minutes into hours. It's very simple. You just divide this by 60. You convert 5 minutes into hours. You just divide it by 60. We're gonna say 5 divided by 60. Then 5 divided by 60 is equals to 0,08333. So the answer here is 0,0833 hours. So we are going to use this time as we are going to use this time to replace, to substitute on this equation. So distance is equals to speed multiplied by time. Our distance here is 4 kilometers, which is equals to the speed is what we are looking for. We don't have the speed. You just write it as S. Multiplied by time. What is our time? 0,0833. So because we are looking for a speed, we are now just going to divide everything by the time, which is 0,0833. Divide by 0,0833. Then this and this will cancel each other. We're left with speed. It's going to be equal to, and then you're just going to say 4 divided by 0,0833. We find that the speed is 48 kilometers per hour. That's the speed that he was traveling on. He was traveling on this speed, 48 kilometers per hour. So what can we conclude on that one? What can we conclude? Because you can see this is less than what? It's less than 60. We can conclude to say that yes, he was traveling within. The speed is within. Speed is within the speed limit. The speed is within the speed limit. So he was respecting the speed limit on that urban area. The last question, which is 4.1.5. If you have watched up to this far, please, I request you to subscribe on this channel. Please be part of this family. Be part of this family. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment, to share, and to ask questions on the comment section. I'll make sure that I get back to you. So let's look at the next question, 4.1.5. The same painter must repaint. The same painters must repaint all the road marks and all the traffic circle with in welcome. Letu says that the probability that the painters are at the circle in state way is 0.5, 0.15. Verify this. So what we know, let's say the probability of what? A state way. Probability of state way is going to be equal to, we know that we are having how many circles? We are having 20 circles. So we already know the denominator, or the number that we must divide with. Then if we check, so now the only thing that we need to do, because they're talking about circles on a state way, we just have to go and locate the state way on this map and count the number of circles that we have on that state way. So if you check, this is a state way, the one that we highlighted with red. So if you check here, the circles that we have, we're having 1, 2, and 3. That's the only circles that we have. The probability of them painting on this state way is going to be 3 times, because we're only having 1, 2, 3 circles. So it's going to be 3 over 20. Going to be 3 over 20. Then you just take your calculator. 3 divided by 20. 3 divided by 20 is 0.15. 0.15. Then say true, or the statement is valid. So we are done answering these questions. We are done answering this question. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and to share with your friends. Don't forget. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.